of them. Now the new world order we don't know about them. Don't fear them, Africa don't fear them. In the 21st century they be still a slow.
African symbol, in an African symbol studio. Everybody know this month in Jamaica they call it Black History Month. All over the Western world, include America. Now, them fuse the Reggae month with Black History Month. So we all celebrate it in one accord and keep it on a level. But for somehow, sometimes, the Reggae actually edge out most of the history of Jamaica and history of black people, which we want to keep it on a personal level. Now, as you know, we all came from Mama Africa. Mama Africa. We were brought here by the colonialist Europeans from the western part of the world. Now, most Jamaicans came from this place you call Ghana. So in other words, they venture into Ghana and been there as missionaries for a while and get to gel with the people and promising them land beyond Africa, which is good for them, for their progressive life, to help their family now and then. Now, in Africa, you have two strong dominant tribes, which is very organized, orchestrate things in a more constructive level. One of the tribes is named Ashanti. Ashanti tribe is the same people now you would call Maroon in Jamaica. Another strong tribe they call Caramantes tribe, aligned with these people we would call Taki. A woman named Cuba, which would coincide with the Ashanti we call Nani. You have Bookman, which is the man who ran away from the Maroon. They tried to kill him and go to Haiti and fight for freedom and free Haiti out of this colonial, aggressive and oppressive system. Now in Jamaica, when the British was leaving Jamaica, when the British was in Jamaica, when we venture here, they were fighting with the Spaniard, which the Spaniard was in Jamaica before them. Somehow, with artillery, they overpowered them. When the Spaniard was leaving, the two stronger and organized race was, the organized tribe was the Ashanti tribe and the Caramantes tribe. The Spaniard taught them how to use weapons and give them weapons that they would leave back out of the revolution and tell them they could fight back for their freedom. Yeah man, Rastafarianism. While they were fighting for their freedom, they fought the slave masters from one end of the island together. So in other words, the Caramantes tribe and the Ashanti tribe form a coalition to fight the British for their freedom. While they were fighting the British for their freedom, most of the slave traders around the island come to agreement to sit down and to meet with the Caramantes and the Ashanti tribe. While meeting with the Ashanti tribe, the agreement was, I will give you land and give you money while you stop fighting, but there must be a treaty to sign. Part of the treaty is that you must catch most of any slave that run away from the plantation and sell back to us. The Caramantes tribe was led by Taki, say no. The Ashanti tribe that was led by Kojo, they came from St. James, Maroon Town. Taki tribe came from St. Mary, Jamaica. When they all met with the white slave traders, Taki said no, freedom. Ashanti said no, in a little grumbling way, freedom. But when Taki gone back to St. Mary, the Ashanti tribe, which is the Maroon, hide and go back to the white traders and say, yes, we will sign the treaty. So the treaty was signed behind the back of the Ashanti tribe, of the Caramantes tribe. The Caramantes now have two front where he is fighting his war. You're going to have to fight the Maroon and also fight the British. The fighting was going on good. Caramantes people fight round the island, burning down plantation, fighting very good with the slave traders and fighting the Maroons. The Maroons, as you say, coincide and form a unison with the white slave traders and betray their own black generation. Fighting now, they are killing their own people. The agreement was that the white slave traders sent to Britain with more better weapons. I think seven ships have weapon and give it to the Maroons, and they fight the Caramantes, which they couldn't manage them because they have better weapon and newer weapon. Now, at the same time, in a little Caribbean country they call Guadeloupe. I know you people must realize this name, Guadeloupe. There were some Caramantes tribe that was fighting for freedom in Guadeloupe at the time. The British and the French caved in on them, and a lot of them were captured, hung, transferred, and a lot of them were lashed.
So you would say this is a part of all the black history from slavery. From slavery, you would consider that
continuation.
That you would consider that black history from that point. So before that point, it's African history.
Yeah, come right down to Jamaica, which is same black history.
Yeah. So there's a difference.
There's a big difference.
Okay.
So after the place in Guadeloupe, the people in Guadeloupe was captured, and some of them was very strong. There was a guy in Westmoreland they called Ferris, Captain Ferris, slave trader also. Went to Guadeloupe and realized these people, I don't want you to hang them, I'll buy them. So he bought them, 1,000 out of them, and bring them to a place named Westmoreland they call Guadeloupe. Ferris. Place in Westmoreland named Ferris. So they start to fight now with the Caramantes, that is Taki tribe. And they were overpowered with the British soldiers in collaboration with the Maroon, and they wipe out a lot of them.
This is just a brief history of Jamaica.
Brief history of Jamaica, slave trade.
And the slave trade.
Yeah. From slavery, it's a continuation of black people doing a lot of good. But at the same time, we have a lot of our people who betrayed us along the way also.
Okay.
You have to be careful of.
Okay.
But in this world, black people is the first people.
Yes, sir.
The first mama is Mama Africa. Our generation come from Africa. Now, black people taught most of the skills and invention in the world today.
Okay.
Electricity was created by black people.
Okay.
The stoplight was created by black people. Train engine was created by black people. And there's a lot of invention. But in Jamaica, a lot of young people rise up with the tradition, with that sense of greatness and a sense of inspiration. Like Marcus Garvey, who been to America and taught a lot of the black Americans that they are African. Because most people don't even know that they are African because they are miseducated. You understand? And brainwashed. All they told us about some fancy, stupid things like the cow jump over the moon and this and that. But Bob Marley rise up after and start to teach the people them a lot of things about their black history. So that was a good energy for the black people today. Okay. But most invention was created by the black people. Youth of today, all I have to tell them is to strong up their mind and to create that sense of unity which the world is calling for today. Because without unity, the black nation, all of the greatness that they have will not vanish away, but it will depreciate. So this sense of unity have to be strong. You have to generate it, give it energy, and to keep up. And the young generation today have to stress in education. Emperor Haile Selassie said, education is power. That's wherever Emperor Haile Selassie go around the world, you know he donates schools and other things contribute to education. So most of my vibes to the young people and the young generation of today is to tell them to grasp education, grasp unity, strong up yourself, and remember you come from a great nation. Don't look down, not because the white man have this, you believe you can't have it. No, we have life, and once there's life, there's hope. So education is the key. Unity is also the key. Because without unity, you have less strength. United we stand, divided we fall. A friend in need, a friend indeed. That's how the world goes today. So most of these young people who are going into gangs in America, in all over the place, when you form a gang, you are not fighting against white people. You're fighting against your own brothers and sisters. That is like the Taki and the Maroons fighting against themselves. We need to move away from that now and unite and to be strong. And we are telling most of the people who align to this Maroon or Caramantis descendants to sit down and have a sense of, we call it reconciliation. That the youth them can say, okay, well, our parents was wrong. So let's put it on, get it together now. Just like most of the other people in the world. Even Barack Obama make a strong move at the first time as the first black president. But in the end, he was controlled. He was used and refused. So we have to know that we don't fall in the same trap. You understand? So get away from the gangs. Get away from this kind of materialistic mind. And anything you want in life, you can achieve it. Young generation. Emperor Haile Selassie said, the basic human rights must be equally guaranteed to all people without regard to race. Rastafari live every time. African symbol, Jamaica. Jah Rastafari, ever living, ever faithful, ever sure. Rastafari, bless.
HIV and AIDS taking over Africa. How did it get there? No one seems to care. No one wants to help. African people dying every day. Jahwise tell them. Me want them. Long time them been planning. Bush and Clinton, all of them backstabbing. Me see them new world order. African people them robbing. Away from them freedom. Same time them get assassin. By judge and jury. Which side them choosing. And them secret conference. Legal document signing. No views. Don't turn victim to them with just another number in a them system. What King Selassie said, don't fear them, just beware of them. Now the new world order, we don't know about them. Don't fear them, Africa don't fear them. In the 21st century, they be still slow them. Don't fear them, just beware of them. Now the new world order, we don't know about them. Don't fear them, Africa don't fear them. In the 21st century, they be still slow them.